Traded the GMC off for this pickup. GMC had computer issues. Got to fix this little go-kart there. That was another thing that was in the boss's flood. That motor's totally locked up. Have to see if I can get parts for that. And they give me this golf cart to look at. It's got a pretty cool wrap on it. It's got a little oil leak. I think I found it. Let's see if I can fix it. I think it needs a starter solenoid. It doesn't always try to start when you hit the pedal. Sometimes it doesn't do anything. See, it's starting now. Sometimes it doesn't work. So I think the solenoid's starting to go bad. Had it ramped up there so I could trace down that oil leak. Looks like a little sending unit of some type. I think I can get to it. I don't know if you can see it in there or not. Not really. Oop, where are you going? Starting to take off on me. Yeah. Yep, try to get that fixed for him. Well, here's golf cart I got to work on here. Guy put a nice wrap on it. It wasn't starting, and it's got an oil leak. Get back here, see. I got up under there, it's crank seal. So I'll pull the motor out. Probably do both sides while I got it out. And it's got a broken mirror on the driver's side. Gotta get a new mirror. This little wire right here was loose. That's why it wouldn't start. Tightened that, squeeze that down, pair of pliers, put her on there. It all works now. The switch is bad. That little switch right there. It's stuck on. It's supposed to not start in neutral, but it is. This little switch is only 10 bucks. I'm gonna go and replace both of them while I'm at it. Because they keep this golf cart down Florida. So I'm just gonna go ahead and change both those. They're pretty cheap. It's got a Kawasaki engine in it. Got the motor out of the golf cart. Got a pretty sure seal right here. Behind that pulley, I think that's what's leaking. Unless it's leaking out of this thing here. I gotta buy a special tool to get that pulley off. There's a cover for that little go-kart. There's some of the carburetor parts. Carburetor was clean, I was surprised. You see down in here in the subframe where it was leaking all that oil. I have to get that all cleaned up. Get this all back together for him. And got this little go-kart motor freed up. Took this starter pulley cover off. Put a wrench on the crank. Got it loosened up. Took carburetor off. I got this full of oil. This was another thing that was in the flood. Got this. Got that hole full of oil. Got that case full of oil trim. It'll fire up, but it makes an awful noise, and you can't get bearings for this motor anymore. They don't make this motor anymore. So, Takana 35cc. Make a bigger one, it'll fit on here. I'll shift over a wheel. You can see it's all dirty too. It was also in that building that flooded. I don't know if you can see it right there. Guy, one of his buddies was riding this thing, bent the tie rod in. Well, I found a place that I can't see that one on the bottom. It's bent too on that side. I found a place that has a couple left. I might still be able to get them. I got it on this cart because it's just making a big mess with all this oil. So I'll let her soak a couple days, see if that bearing will quiet down. Then we'll have to tear it down. Still get gaskets for it. I might have to tear it down, see if I can loosen that bearing up. Or I might just have to get a whole nother motor. It's cold out here today. Had to cut around that cover for that motor. It's got a 50cc motor on it now. It's a little cold out here today, so I can't wash it. I was going to stop and power wash it for him, but it's cold now. Couldn't get parts for that front end, so I just straightened them rods out best I could. Yeah, we got the mirrors on here on the golf cart. Put a new reverse buzzer in it. And a new switch. It used to start in neutral. Now it don't anymore. That's working. Doesn't seem to be leaking oil anymore either. Had several leaks. Well, hopefully it's all done. Pretty sure I got all the leaks fixed on the engine. Put 2 new mirrors on her. That way they match. I only needed one, but they come in a set. So I changed them both so they'd match. Change that little switch there. I ordered that switch. That switch came with little terminals like this one instead of these leads. So the wires were too short. There's not really anything wrong with that switch anyway. So I got a spare switch if I ever do another cart. But I'm not seeing any leaks. Put a new starter generator belt on there. That one had a little bit of wear on it. Got her all hooked back up. It's all done.